Chosen ones, listen up. Right now, it's the peace after the storm. That's the phase of your life that you are in right now. It's letting things cool off. Okay, I had this image of so God showed me this image where it was like a house had been completely burned down to the ground. Like nothing of that house was there anymore. The whole house of what it used to look like is just gone. It's just gone. Okay. And the only thing that's there is just a pile of black rubble and ash. That is it. So it's just all of this ground. It's the debris, it's the bark, it's all of this burnt stuff, and it's just nothing but just black.
At the next light, turn left.
It's nothing but just black, burnt rubble. And like, you know what it looks like after like there's been a fire and you see it, and it's like the steam is coming for or whatever. And you know how sometimes after a fire, you have to let things cool down. You have to let stuff cool off before you can start to rebuild a new home, a new house for yourself. And while you're waiting for things to cool down, you're kind of like sweeping away all of the excess that no longer belong, sweeping away all of the debris, getting rid of everything else that doesn't belong. Right now, that's the phase of our life that we are in right now, chosen one. We are in that phase of our life where we've gone through the fire. We have really gone through the fire this past year, these past few years. We have just been constantly thrown into the fire, and then we come out, thrown back in, come out, thrown back in. It's been constant. It's been just setback after setback, trauma after trauma, trial after tribulation. All of those times we were thrown in the fire, we kind of got used to it. Like it was upping our strength. So even though we still were a little bit hot from the last time it threw us in the fire, when we had to get thrown back in, we had to sit there and take it. We had to endure a lot. We endured long suffering. You know why you feel so tired right now, chosen one, and why you just kind of feel like the wind got knocked out of you, and why right now you kind of just feel like everything is fine, but like it feels off, it feels weird, because you're right now in a season where you're not suffering. You're not going through any more suffering. You're not going through any more situations that are causing you pain. Chosen one, we have dealt with so many seasons of our life where every time we turned around, something happened. Where we took a few steps forward, we got knocked several steps back. Where we thought we were in a peaceful moment, and then as soon as we turned around, something else disturbed our peace. We were in that phase where our nervous system was constantly dysregulated. We were in an unsafe environment. We really had to just kept looking over our shoulder. We're just waiting for the next thing to just pop off. And we felt so unsafe. And what's happening, chosen one, is now what has happened is whatever chaos was occurring in your life before, caused by people, caused by circumstances and situations, those people have been removed out of your life. Those people that caused you the most damage and the most trauma are no longer in your life right now. God has removed you from those people's lives, has delivered you from those circumstances. Certain things have happened to you, and God has been healing you in the process. Right now, your energy feels a little bit off because you're still getting accustomed to existing without having to be in fight or flight. You are retraining your nervous system to get out of fight or flight. That's why you feel off. Because usually when you were in fight or flight, something happened and something occurred and you were prepared for it. Right now, you're feeling like you're in fight or flight, waiting for something to go wrong to protect yourself from. But it's like nothing is going wrong. Nothing is happening. No one is coming in here to hurt you. No one is going to say anything. Like what these people have done in the past, they're not doing right now. There's nobody calling your phone or hitting your phone up on some nonsense. It's nobody fussing at you, arguing with you. No one yelling at you. There's no drama that you're getting dragged in. It's really at a point now where, okay, let me just be real. You got so used to chaos and trauma that peace feels funny. You got so used to having to protect yourself from something going wrong that right now when nothing's going wrong and you don't have to worry about anything, that feels weird to you. Right now, this is a transitional period. What God is doing is God is getting your spirit, your body, your nervous system to calm, to relax, to rest, to know, to be at ease, to know that they are safe. So that when you enter into this new season and God is taking you to places that you've never been before, you enter into these new revenues, these new environments, these new rooms from a place of peace, not from a place of anxiety or fear, from a place of love and trust. That's why things feel off for you right now. Things just feel a little bit weird because you're not used to things going your way. Chosen one, right now we are in a season where God is showing us the blessings. God is showing us that God is still here, still on our side. Because God is spoiling us right now, even the smallest things. It's moments where I feel like, you know what, God, like, I don't even feel like I've fully done what I was supposed to do today. Like I was supposed to do something for my purpose. I was supposed to do this for my craft. I was supposed to do this. And God, I didn't even do that. And yet, God, you still blessed me today. Glory be to God, man. Like it really shows that God loves us unconditionally. And that God is still here to show us that we must keep moving. We must keep going. And that it's not always what we have to perform or do. That's not what we always have to do in order to receive what we need. We can receive what we need by just existing, by just simply being. And that's weird because it's weird to us chosen ones because we were so used to conditional love. We were so used to people giving us love when we performed, when we pleased them, when we did what they asked, whatever it is that we needed to do to receive love, we would do that. But the love was conditional. The love came with abuse. The love came with turmoil. We are now in this season where God is showing us unconditional love, something that we need, something that we've yearned for, that we've craved, that we've desired. God is showing us this is what it feels like for you to be loved unconditionally. Or even on your worst days, I'm still going to bless you. I'm still going to give you what you need. And I will even give you what you want because I love you. Because I know if I make you happy, if I fulfill you, if I make you feel loved, if I make you feel cared for, you will continue to show up. You will move and go to the next day. Guys, like my child, you've suffered enough. You've suffered long enough. The long suffering, you've endured it. You've gone through the suffering. I no longer want to see you suffer. Because of all of your suffering and because you stayed the course, because you stayed in faith, I'm going to continue to take care of you. I'm going to continue to give you what you need and give you what you want. I'm going to continue to supply all of your needs. I'm going to continue to give that to you. Ask me and I'll give it to you. Ask and you shall receive. I know the desires of your heart. I'll give it to you before you even ask me for it. Because I want you to know how loved you are. And I want you to know how proud of you are. How proud I am of you. You stayed the course And you didn't complain. You had moments where even when you could complain, you didn't. You stayed in gratitude. When adversity hit you in the face, you stood in the face of adversity and you faced it. You faced it head on. When things were difficult for you, you continued. When setbacks happen, you didn't turn away from me. You turned to me. That's why God is so proud of you, baby. Because when it was some certain tests that was sent into your life this year, and you could either sink or swim, you swam. Because when that test happened, instead of you turning away from God, you went right to God. You said, God, help me. God, heal me. God, help me. I can't do this on my own. God, please help me. And God healed you. God restored you. God brought you that peace. Because in that moment, you could have turned away. But because you turned to God, God knows that you trust him, that you trust in her. And God is so proud of you. That's why God is continuing to give to you so that you are open to receive. Be open to receiving, because God is getting ready to bless you. God is already blessing you. There are small miracles that are being sent into your life, just small gifts here and there. And God is giving that to you because of all of the good that you have poured into everyone else. All of the love that you've poured into everybody, all of the things that you have given to everybody else, all of the time and energy that you have invested into other people, being that therapist for people, being that person that people could confide in, being that confidant. Maybe back up from the street before you get hit by a car, sweetie. Okay. These children crossing the street, they getting out of high school. Okay. Kids make me nervous, bro. Anyway. You were always that person that was so giving, so loving, so helpful. You were the one where you were so quick to extend your hand to help somebody else, to help somebody up. You gave to people when you didn't even have to. There were so many times where there are so many people that you have given to that you have not even mentioned. The only people that know you gave to them is you, God, and the person that you gave to. Think of all of the homeless people that you have given to. Think of all of the people, all of the times that you helped the less fortunate. You fed the less fortunate. You gave them money. You may have clothed the less fortunate. God was watching that, and God was taking account of that. So when you have these little moments where things are happening into your life, where you just get random, just windfalls of good things coming into your life, that is you receiving your justice. That is you receiving your good karma. That is you receiving the same amount of energy that you have been giving to other people out in the world. All of the energy that you have been giving to others is now returning back to you tenfold. You are definitely worthy of this. You are definitely deserving of this. You are important. You are enough. You are loved. God loves you so very much. So what if the people around you, your immediate family around you, doesn't love you the way that you need to be loved? There are people in your life that love you unconditionally, genuinely. They have your best interest at heart. There are people that are going to be sent into your life that will love you the way that you need to be loved. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on your growth, and never give up on God, because God never gives up on you. God never gave up on you, and God will never give up on you. So if God is never going to give up on you, you don't give up on God, and you sure as heck Don't give up on yourself. I love you. Ashe.